Hey everyone, Mr. Griffith here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play the A major 1-octave scale on the cello. And so to start off, we're going to play A on the G string. And so you notice here, A is in the bottom space of the bass clef staff, and we're going to play it with a first finger on the G string. So when I set up my fingers, I want to make sure that my finger is nice and rounded, and I'm going to write on the tapes. My thumb is right behind where my second finger would be if I had that down. And then my elbow is up. So here's what the A sounds like. Now, the next note that we're going to play is B on the G string. And so B is located on the next line up from the A. And here it says that we play B with a third finger on the G string. We can play it with a third finger or what's called a second finger forward extension. So I'll show you what both of those looks like. So here's what the third finger B looks like. The second finger forward extension looks like this. And so you notice here, I've got a big space in between my first finger and my second finger. Cellists do this on their instruments because they can. The notes are close enough that they can stretch their fingers just a little bit further away from each other and grab some of these notes. And so again, this is called a second finger forward extension, and this is on B. The next note in the A major scale is C sharp, and so it looks like this. It's on the second space up, and we know it's a C sharp because it's got a sharp symbol right there. And we're going to play the C sharp with a fourth finger extension on the G string, and specifically this is a fourth finger forward extension, just like we called the second finger a forward extension. So we've got our first finger on the A, second finger forward extension, and then the fourth finger forward extension is right here. Now notice my third finger is on the third tape, and my fourth finger is kind of equally in between the third and the fourth tape. That's where the C sharp is located. So here's what that sounds like. Next, we're going to play our open D string, and so that looks just like this. D is on the middle line, and again, it's the open D string. Here's what that sounds like. The next note that we play is an E, and that is a first finger on the D string, and we see here it's on the third space up, and we're going to play E with the first finger on the D string. The next note is an F sharp. So F sharp looks like this. It's on the second line from the top. And again, this says that we could play it with a third finger, but I'm going to play it with the same second finger forward extension that I used for the B. So again, here's what it would look like as a third finger, but I'm going to do the second finger forward extension. And now my second finger is on the tape for the F sharp, and here's what it sounds like. Okay. After the F sharp, we're going to play G sharp. And so G sharp, again, we're going to play with a fourth finger forward extension on the D string. So I'm going to check my first finger, my second finger, and my fourth finger. There it is. Again, the G sharp, just like the C sharp, is going to be right in between the third and the fourth tapes. So here's what that sounds like. Okay, and then the last note is A again. This is the open A at the top of the bass clef staff. And so here's what that sounds like. So let me go through all the notes one more time. We have A on the G string, B, second finger forward extension, C sharp, second finger forward extension for the F sharp, fourth finger G sharp, and then open A. And then here's the scale again, all the way up and all the way down. And that's it. Happy practicing.